Hello, welcome back, and welcome to the upset and cursed edition of RayderTology. It took 34 years, 136 attempts, but at last, the last major feat in North American sports, or major North American sports, has finally happened, and in blowout fashion. As number 16, UMBC, that is Maryland Baltimore County Retrievers, have knocked off the Virginia Cavaliers 74-54. Virginia was the most popular pick to win it all at 18.5% of all brackets on ESPN Tournament Challenge. There's only 4 brackets right now that have only one loss. And so this is really, this is really something. I mean, I didn't see the game, so I can't exactly, tell you what happened, because I was stuck at work until about 12:30 tonight. So I just simply checked my phone at the end of the night, and I got a text message that said, "Oh my God, Virginia went down." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And they're like, "Yeah." And so I checked ESPN, and sure, because it was my brother, so I assumed he was screwing with me. And no, he wasn't. But otherwise, coming in, I felt decent. I went 13-3 yesterday. I went 13-3 on my picks yesterday, and I felt like I was doing pretty well. Then today, it kind of bottomed out. I went 10-6. So in the first round, I went 6-2 in the East, 7-1 in the Midwest, 5-3 in the South, and 5-3 in the West Conference, in the West regions. Overall, I went 23-9. My losses were Virginia, Creighton, Arizona, Missouri, South Dakota State, Providence, Wichita State, St. Bonaventure's in New Mexico State. But the two I never would have guessed would have been Arizona and Virginia. I did not think that. I thought Arizona had righted the ship on defense, but obviously they didn't. And Virginia, I don't know what happened. I don't know how you lose by 20 points to the 16 seed, but you know what? Way to go, Retrievers, man. I mean, there's nothing else to say. The most historic upset probably in sports history, at least in college basketball history. I mean, I can't even think of anything that would be bigger in any other sport, really, because this is the last one that people said it will never happen. It could never happen. But I did say that this was the best teams who were seeded 16. I said this was the most talented of those teams. I thought if it did happen, it would have been Penn, but I said Penn, UMBC, and Radford were the 3 most talented 16 seeds we have ever had. I just didn't think it would be UMBC out of the America East. But, I mean, they won in dramatic fashion over Vermont in their America East championship. And now they ran the Cavaliers out of the building, scoring 53, in the second half, when Virginia scored 54 the entire game. The only time I checked my phone to even check up on the game, it was 21 apiece at the half. I thought, okay, it's one of those games where it's close at halftime. Virginia comes out, whips them in the second half. Kind of like what happened to Penn. Penn was even up, double digits with like 10 minutes in the first half. And then Kansas, and then the wheels fell off. Kansas pretty much steamrolled through the second half, and it was rather lopsided. And that's what I figured would happen here, but it never did. The Retrievers, well, it happened, but on the flip side, the Retrievers were the ones who came out, ran roughshod, and scored 53 in the second half. So bracket busted. I haven't actually had a good run with my national champions since Wisconsin went to the national championship game when they beat, previously undefeated Kentucky in that amazing Final Four game with Kaminsky. I haven't had a champion right since, I want to say, Joakim Noah's Florida when they went back to back. I haven't had, but anyway, I went 23-9. I still have 3 of my Final Four teams remaining. That's West Virginia, Gonzaga, and Michigan State. So I'm still feeling okay about my bracket, but obviously I lost my national champion, so now it's kind of back to the drawing board. And now I think Cincinnati's probably the team who takes this South region. So now my updated Final Four: Cincinnati, Gonzaga, West Virginia, and Michigan State. And Sparty wins it all. And once again, congratulations to Maryland, Baltimore County. Live it up, guys. You deserve it. Way to go. This is a bracket busted Raider signing off.